Hi, Pothead the Porcupine.
Oh, I like Silver. He's cool. Not as cool as Shadow, though.
Yeah. If I had to choose the main trio of hedgehogs, I much prefer Shadow's design.
Shadow is the best.
Alright, so here's Silver the Hedgehog. A fight that is vast different in this one compared to Sonic 06. And, so here's what you need to do. Once he starts bringing up some vehicles, you want to jump and homing attack them, which will lead you to Silver. Boop him on the head at least 4 times.
Gotta love
Now,
how. Oh, go on.
I was just going to say, there are hard versions of each of these rival battles and boss battles, but by hard they mean they increases the hit. They increase the hit count on all the bosses. That's all they did.
So it just takes longer.
Yeah, it just takes longer.
Damn. Sometimes games are just not good at increasing or decreasing the difficulty on games. You know, where it might technically be harder, but it's not more fun, it's just annoying.
See, for me, I'm just a cynic when I say this, but there's a difference between fun challenge on harder difficulties on certain games, like, say, Classic Doom, for example, with Ultra Violence. And then there's bullshit hard difficulties like Let's Rock on Duke Nukem Forever.
Like, harder difficulties should be challenging, but still enjoyable and feel rewarding.
Yeah.
Not just like this, where you would just take, like, they're just increasing the time you have to play, or games where they just make enemies super bullet spongy.
Bye, Silver. It was nice seeing you again.
It was.
And now that we got the Chaos Emeralds, we got the Chaos Emeralds from Silver, and we got the keys, we can now go against the modern Sonic boss.
It's just about time.
I still think to this day has the best remix of Dr. Eggman's theme.
I like the Eggman part of this.
The Egg Dragoon? You just like the Egg Dragoon, do you?
Yes, I want one, remember? Once I'm done being thrown by a crocodile, I would like one of these.
You know how amazing it would be just to build a Gundam model of this?
You probably could.
Like, Sega has released some robots from Sakura Wars that I've already built. I wouldn't mind building one of Eggman's mechs in that style.
I feel like something like that should exist.
I feel like it should too, but anyway, this is the Egg Dragoon from Sonic Unleashed. Except we're not going against the Egg Dragoon as Werehog Sonic this time.
We're just regular Sonic.
Just regular old Sonic.
I do words good. I really do like this guy's design, though.
I don't miss that line, however.
Nope.
Yeah, this is probably one of my favorite Eggman mechs as well. Although I think my second favorite would be... I'd have to think about that. I I guess another one would be fuck. Which one would it be? I can't think of the name, but it's Sonic's final boss fight in Sonic's story in Sonic Adventure DX. Oh, but I can't think of the name though. Egg Viper, that's what it's called.
Nice.
And yes, Eggman tends to name his creations after his first part of his name, Egg.
So shocking.
Did I fucking die? What? I had rings. What the fuck happened?
Well, damn. I was looking down, because there's the Egg Dragoon Lego, or someone has built it out of Lego anyway.
Okay, I'm starting over because this boss is just like, nah, you're not allowed to have fun.
He just wants to say time for a change of pace a bit more, that's all.
Jeez. Yeah, make that into a drinking game and try not to fucking die while you're at it.
Maybe don't make it a... You know what? Make it into a drink water drinking game. Get hydrated.
Stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated. Get hydrated. I bet you haven't drank enough water today.
It's like, I have been drinking water. It's in my ice cubes after all.
That does not count. Unless you're gonna melt down the ice cubes and drink them, but then you're probably still not getting... Well, no, you're definitely not getting enough water. Unless you're drinking tons and tons of ice-melted drinks.
Eggman is getting way too excited in that cockpit of his. Egg Vipers would probably be my next Eggman design of choice.
I'm gonna Google. Ooh, it also has a tail.
Yes, it does also have a tail.
I approve.
His Egg Walker machine is actually pretty neat as well, and I'm talking about the Egg Walker that he controls in Sonic Adventure 2.
I do believe I actually remember that one.
Regardless, it's only Eggman's mech with legs, but still.
If only it had a tail. Not bad.
Is this boss showing me pity now?
It's just lulling you into a false sense of security.
Well, that was the Egg Dragoon.
Nice.
We'll probably see the Egg Dragoon later sometime. Maybe if I pick up Sonic Unleashed and play through it myself.
Oh, and
So I heard that out of all the Eggman battles in Sonic Unleashed, that Egg Dragoon is probably the best.
Nice.
Please keep dreaming, Egghead. I beat you every time. No, seriously, we beat him every time. Our scorecard's flawless.
Stopping Eggman is always good, but the root of the problem is that monster. Maybe we can call a truce and... Look, he got your Eggman too. Oh, this is getting serious.
We got one more boss to go through. Welcome to Pace Breaker Zone.
I feel like they really could have just done some little tweaks to just fix the story a little bit, so it's just feels more like a story little bit more.
I think this was Sega because Shadow Generations, by all means, is not a very long game, especially if you know what you're doing. Then, to be fair, Sonic Generations is about the same. But if we were to compare the level length count of Sonic comparing to Shadow's, Shadow only has, let's see, Space Colony Arc, Rail Canyon, Chaos Island, Kingdom Valley. That's only like, no, well, Radical Highway. So he has like 5 zones compared to Sonic's 9 zones.
You know what else Sonic has? Or sorry, Shadow has?
Huh?
A cohesive storyline, plot, an overworld tied to the storyline.
But what I'm getting at is that do you think that Shadow Generations alone as a title would sell?
Yes. They probably couldn't charge as much for it, obviously. But yes.
So they figure since they're already establishing Heaven and Shadow Generations, they might as well just remaster Sonic Generations. Now, would I would have liked it if they just built it from the ground up? Yeah, absolutely. But what we got instead is just a port of a game with just a changed script. That's about it.
But see, the
and a drop dash and the drop dash function.
But they could have just changed the script or something, just a little bit more. You don't get to witness my disappointment live, because I already know it's coming. But I just...
Monster of the Week, ladies and gentlemen.
I just had
We got the
such high
time meter
expectations.
itself. I interviewed Mike Pollock once. That was a fun experience.
I do enjoy this part a lot.
So, this game takes place after the events of Sonic Colors. Just for, what's the word I'm looking for? Context, there you go.
Which makes sense, since Sonic Colors is the last real mission before these.
In order to perfect it, I needed the help of somebody as smart as I am. The only person that smart is me. Oh, you are too kind, my dear future self, and I was happy to help. And now all of time is ours to do with as we please.
The more your monster tears through the timeline, the more damage you do to it.
So, I'm going to erase that line and reshape it as I see fit. And they call me eccentric. No one will judge us anymore after we've destroyed these Sonics forever. Shall we begin then, Doctor? By all means, my dear Doctor.
Destroy me? In your dreams, Eggman. I beat you all the time by myself, and now there's 2 of them.
In eye context, that sounds very weird. I beat you all the time by myself. I'm sure you do, Sonic. What you do in your bedroom, though, is none of my business.
So, the shadow part of this game is my favorite.
Well, yeah,
I think
it's both of our favorites.
Yes. But the next part after that is probably the Eggman portion. I think he has a more cohesive storyline.
Too bad we don't get to play as the guy.
Do you ever get to play as him?
We only get to play as Eggman besides the racing games. We get to control him on Sonic Adventure 2.
Do I not remember that? Oh, yes, and
Via
here comes the
Team
part
Dark.
I hate. Ah, right. Okay.
You're not beat yet.
No, they're not. They're the best.
Right behind you.
It has been 4 years since you've seen anything Sonic Adventure 2 related, though.
That's...
And I'm pretty sure that the only thing that is kept in our minds forever is Boobs the Bat.
Yes. I really liked Knuckles in that game, too, actually.
Yeah.
Or Nipples.
in Sonata.
Yes. I do words real good, guys.
Anyway, final boss time.
This is where the game really let me down.
The final boss itself is... I'd rather not talk about it. Like, sure, I've played through this final boss more than enough times to get the Untouchable achievement, just to get 100%. But, that doesn't mean I fucking enjoy it. I very much prefer Black Doom, the final boss of Shadow Generations,
Oh, for sure.
than Time Eater here.
And Shadow didn't need a bunch of people around him yelling mortal support. And just, not getting involved at all.
Pointing out the painful obvious. That's another fucking drinking game right there. Take a shot how many times anyone says, there's a homing shot, Sonic.
Remember to drink your water, folks.
Stay still so that you can face through the arm. That's the only tip I can give you right there.
I just wish, instead of having them all gather around with, say, words of encouragement, that, like, even if they even would have went and physically helped him up, and then joined in the fight even just aesthetically,
The only Sonic games that did that was Sonic Adventure 2 and Sonic 06.
Well, there's some points to 06 for it. It's just so weird to me that they're all physically there and they do nothing. They just chatter. Now, if they would have showed that they couldn't help because there was some sort of timey-wimey bullshit, then fine. There just doesn't seem to be any lore reason why they just come and stand around on these little platforms and like, get up, Sonic! You can do it! We believe in you! Watch out for the homing missile!
Fucking giant Care Bear moment right there. Let's be real.
It really annoyed me the first time I saw this. I can't tell if it annoys me less now. When I first saw them all gathered round, I was like, oh, cool, some shit is gonna go down. When we ended the Shadow portion, I was like, oh shit, we're gonna see Shadow link up with Sonic, even if it's just in a cutscene, this is gonna be cool. All for this. All for Shadow to appear and say, you're not beat yet.
I don't know if I prefer Shadow's change of dialogue in this version of Sonic Generations or the OG Sonic Generations. Because this version he says, on your feet. Whereas in OG Sonic Generations he says, you got this.
I think I prefer on your feet. Sorry, I actually originally quoted Boobs the Bat's line. My bad, but...
Anyway, that's Time Eater. That's Sonic Generations. We've beaten it again.
There's my bitch session out of the way.
Oh, and by the way, I don't know if I explained it initially as well, but once you beat Sonic Generations and have a lot of Chaos Emeralds, you'll unlock the skill that'll turn you into Supersonic. So you can play as Supersonic on all the stages.
Oh, that is fun. And Shadow is all of a sudden at the birthday party.
Yeah, he's just not taking any part of it.
Oh.
He'd rather brood by himself.
You think the timeline will be restored? Yep. Just don't think about it too hard.
At least they acknowledge.
It was great teaming up with you. Me. Maybe this will fast track you to learning some new tricks in the future. Wait, I mean, past. Ugh, time travel's a chore. Sweet! And you're only gonna get better!
Classic Sonic is adorable.
Yeah, he is. We won't be able to see him again until... canonically speaking, technically we won't be able to see him again until Sonic Mania, but he does make his appearance again in Sonic Forces.
Hey Sonic! Enjoy your future! It's gonna be great!
It's just a shame that the classic Sonic portion of Sonic Forces is such ass. Oh, but we'll get there when we get there. Don't worry.
See, I like this part. I don't have any complaints about this.
Well, if it hasn't been made obvious, we prefer Shadow Generations over Sonic Generations.
Yeah, so I talked about it a bit earlier this time because, well, there was an original version where the bitching got saved all for the credits.
That being said, though, I am looking forward to going through other Sonic games in the future for this channel.
Yes.
The question is, though, the next time that we might meet up for a Sonic game, should it be a modern title or should it be a classic title? I feel like we should step into the classics.
That would be fun.
And if we're doing that, we're gonna be going through Sonic Origins, just because it does have the original trilogy of Sonic 1, 2, 3, and Sonic CD, so...
Nice.
But this opens up that fact that it's like, yeah, I'm planning on going through all the Sonic games again, guys. Surprise, surprise.
Who could have seen that coming? The Blue the Blue Hedgehog 2010 playing Sonic. Shocker.
That's unheard of. I'm unsubscribing to this guy right now. I do like how, because if there's one thing that I really enjoy, I'll give Sonic Generations a +1 to, is the way that the credits is presented here, because we at least get a visualization of each stage that's presented from what game here compared to Shadow Generations.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. This is a fantastic game.
It is.
I'm only bitching because they really set my expectations so high with the Shadow part.
It
but
doesn't
the
help
Sonic
that
part
we
on its
played
own
through
is
Shadow before Sonic, to be fair.
Exactly. Yeah. If we played through Sonic first, I'd be singing a different tune.
Yeah, I didn't, because I don't know, because I was having a hard time debating whether we should have gone through Sonic Generations or Shadow Generations first. It's like, you know what? We want to get to the meat and potatoes of this game first, which is Shadow Generations, obviously.
I wanted to get to the new to you content. Because that was
Now,
a
it does
blind
make me-
playthrough for you as well.
Yeah. It was a blind playthrough for me, and I enjoyed every second of it. Despite my fuck-ups, I still enjoyed it. I eventually got better at it on my off time. I got every achievement for it.
You did 100% this game,
Oh,
which
yeah.
I think is visualized in the bonus content video.
Oh, and if you guys are wondering if we're going to be showing off the bonus content of Sonic Generations, what happens if you get 100% on it or whatever, nothing happens. It's just bragging rights.
I mean, I
mean,
feel
sure,
like that's
you
most
unlock
games.
You unlock artwork and the same stuff than Shadow does, but to be fair, Shadow Generations has Gerald's journal. Sonic Generations does not have anything like that, to be fair.
There's just so much story content for Shadow. And as someone who really loves like story-based games or games where you can create your own story, I really, really love that. I think that's why, especially because I didn't physically play the games, why I love the Shadow one so much too. Because I cried. At the end of the Shadow, I cried.
I think that was everyone, myself included.
It was so good. And it left me wanting more.
And hopefully we will get more in a future Sonic game that involves Shadow a little more.
Yes. And I think, as of right now, the movie is out, but neither of us have seen it.
Yeah. Once this video is uploaded, the movie will be already out at this point. But in terms of this recording session, it's still got 2 days.
Oh yeah, it's 20th. Okay.
Unfortunately, I think I am going to see about watching it on the 26th. I'm not sure.
I was about to say on Boxing Day, but that is a Canadian holiday. A very meaningless
Yeah,
one.
we don't have an American holiday on the 26th. The only holidays that we get here in December is Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. That's about it. I mean, I guess there's New Year's as well, but who gives a shit about that?
A lot of people, actually.
Again, who gives a shit?
Not me. I mean, I always stay up and everything, but my mother's birthday is the 31st of December, so it's not about New Year's to me, it's about my mom.
Is there a future Sonic game that you're looking forward to for this channel specifically?
I just really want to see more Shadow content at this point. Although the Sonic Colors game does intrigue me with the concept, I will admit.
Well, if we want to see more Shadow content, then we'll have to step into Shadow the Hedgehog at some point.
I look forward to it.
I think I'm looking forward to Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2.
Yes. I really loved Nibbles the Enchilada in Sonic Adventure 2.
Are you sure you saw a door over here? What? You were the one who said you saw a door over here? Well, I know it was one of us. Shut up and keep looking.
Eggman's cape looks like a slice of cheese.
It does, but I love this little bit too.
What time is it? It's the exact same time as when you asked earlier, and it'll be the exact same time when you ask later. There is no time here! Let me just say that this was a brilliant plan that you came up with. Don't get too self-righteous. It'll be your plan pretty soon. I'm gonna dedicate the rest of my life to forgetting it. I heard that. Do we ever win? That depends on your definition of win. Beating Sonic. Oh, well then no. That doesn't give me much hope. Maybe I'll go back and get my teaching degree. That's not a bad idea. I've always enjoyed telling people what to do.
And that was Sonic Generations. Hope you enjoyed it.
I love that last bit. Like, it's so enjoyable. This is a great game.
Yeah. Both games are fine and great.
Both games are wonderful. Shadow just gets a standing ovation.
He really does. He really does. I am looking forward to future DLC if there is going to be more than just that Sonic 3 movie DLC.
Which was
If there is,
very cool.
I'm looking forward to it. And yes,
Yes.
I agree. That Sonic 3 stage was tits. But I don't know. I guess the next time we meet up for Sonic content, I'm more leaning towards Sonic Origins for the Sonic Classic Trilogy titles, if I gotta be honest.
Works for me.
So, but before that, we got Paper Mario.
Yes, we must get back to Paper Mario.
Yes. At any rate. Go on ahead.
I was just gonna say my little worm boys, who I don't remember the names of. Tinies? What were their names? It's been so long. I just remember they were cute. Punies, I think.
Yeah, Punies.
I got there.
Anyway, this has been Predator Parley. I hope you enjoyed Sonic Generations and Shadow Generations. And we'll see you next time with some more Paper Mario. Until then.
Happy holidays and Happy New Year.